This attack by Turkish forces into Syria is from the air and the ground now. A series of border towns are being targeted, smashed with sporadic artillery. They want to push the Kurdish-led militia away from the border, creating a buffer zone. It's been planned for years in Turkey. They've been dreading it here for just as long. It is a military operation, but it's right into the heart of population centres. Civilians on the front line have no choice but to get out of town however they can. The truth is, not everybody is able to.
There are people still inside. We were hit in the morning by 6 or 7 shells, and there are people who can't leave because they don't have any transport. Some people have cars, others don't.
Syrian protesters turned out to show their anger at what's going on here. Some of their banners promised to turn the northeastern part of the country into a graveyard for the Turks and the Islamic State fighters, many of whom are imprisoned here. And those prisoners are a real problem. Islamic State wives celebrated the start of the Turkish offensive in one camp. Outside another prison, they set fire to tyres and called for the release of the fighters, taunting the Kurdish guards to open fire. It all adds to the growing tension here. Some of the world's leading aid agencies have joined together, issuing a statement calling on all sides to show restraint in this growing crisis. They point out that over 450,000 people live along the border between Syria and Turkey, and all of them, they say, are in danger. The attacks are taking place around the clock. For their part, the militia say they're taking on the overwhelming might of the Turkish army and holding them back. But emergency teams are constantly being deployed to pick up the injured, and the number of casualties are growing by the day.
He's been hit by debris from what appears to be a shell which fell near him. They said he was at home or in his neighbourhood. He's been hit in his head, his neck, his chest and stomach. We took scans, but he might need a bigger surgery. We need to stop the bleeding now. Hopefully he'll be fine.
It's difficult to gauge what is going to happen here. A further escalation of the violence can't be ruled out. And certainly both sides are preparing for worse to come. Stuart Ramsay, Sky News in northeast Syria.